Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel, How I Feel. Alright, let's talk about this week's episode of Real Housewives of New York. Oh my god, we got to see Sonja by Sonja Morgan this week. So the majority of this week's episode revolves around New York City Fashion Week, which is always a fun and exciting time in New York City. I've been to Fashion Week, I've been in the city while it's going on, and it's just so electrifying. I'm also glad that the ladies are out of the Hamptons and back in the city. I want to start with saying this. Sonja's tagline this season, "I'm no accessory, I'm the whole lifestyle brand." After we know what we know, it makes so much sense. I'm not an accessory. So I think that the whole accessory thing is gonna play out as the season progresses. I also would like to say that Sonja by Sonja Morgan is 1 week out until the show, and it just seems to me like no one really is prepared at all. And it's just so crazy. Like, Sonja's team is a hodgepodge. Like, it is an eclectic bunch of morons, to be completely honest. There, I said it. We will do a deep dive into the Sonja by Sonja Morgan fashion show as we get deeper into this review. Let's start with the Tinsley fashion show. So Tinsley walked in the Garo Sparrow fashion show, which was really fun. Also, Tinsley and her mom crying backstage before she went and walked is literally, oh my god, it is so uncomfortable and so weird and so bizarre that it just, you know, oh, God love Dale.
You look like yourself again. That's what made me cry.
Stop, mommy, please. I can't cry right now. I'm gonna mess up my makeup.
Sorry, I don't want to. What's wrong with us?
I think there's a lot wrong with us.
I think she's like the official like 7th housewife. She like squeezes her anytime that she can get some airtime, honey. She's in there. She is ready for her close-up. Also, I'm actually really enjoying seeing Tinsley back on her game. Now that her storyline for now is not about Scott, it really brings out a joyful spark in Tinsley, and it's nice to see this like Hollywood's it girl back, you know, doing her thing. It's really just so refreshing to see Tinsley so happy, and I'm living for like this raspy Tinsley voice this season. Like, is it just me, or did her voice get even more raspy? Like, every season that she's on the show, it just gets raspier and raspier, like she's smoking like 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Whatever, girl. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Also, the dress that they put her in is extremely 100% Tinsley. Ballerina, tutu, what's that fabric? Tulle. Tons of tulle, tons of poofiness. It's very like Disney princess, Cinderella, you know, right up, you know, Tinsley's alley. However, I will say this, the shoes that they put her in, the sneakers.
They're perfect. I know, but I want it to.
I'm not a fan. Like, put that girl in some 6-inch stilettos, let her strut down the runway. Don't put her in sneakers. I get it, like streetwear, edgy, contemporary, dress with a flair, you know? But the show really is so fun and so fabulous and so futuristic.
Wow. The show is edgy, the clothes. It's not necessarily my kind of look, but okay. I can appreciate the spectacle.
It really is just like Tinsley's personality to a T. I am really glad that Dorinda came and supported. I really didn't have the best of hopes for them. during the premiere with the whole fighting and bickering and back and forth, but I'm glad to see that they're back on track, and Dorinda is really coming and showing her support for Tinsley, which is really great to see. I'm really, really loving that. But she makes a reference to Tinsley wanting to be, Disney and get married into the Cinderella castle and, that whole fairy tale thing. And I say, girl, if you want to get married in Cinderella Castle, get married in Cinderella Castle. Who am I to judge? I want to get married at Disney. Do your thing, girl. Do it. Amanda Lepore, she walks in the show as well. Freaking Amanda Lepore is fabulous. She's like a New York City socialite staple. Can we start a petition to get Amanda Lepore an apple? Bravo Andy, Bravo TV, I'm talking to you. Let's make Amanda Lepore a housewife. I live and die for that, Henny. Live and die. But no, all things aside, Tinsley is absolutely glowing.
This is what Tinsley was made to do. This is when she's at her best. She's finally back where she was in her heyday.
During this runway show, I'm so happy for her. I'm so glad to see that she's on, a good path. She's on the right path. She's no longer thinking about Scott. All of that's out of her mind. She's walking in runway shows. She got her voice back. She's standing up for herself. She's drinking. She's having fun. She's getting naked in pools. I'm so happy for Tinsley. I really hope that this lasts throughout the season because this is one of Tinsley's best seasons, hands down. Her spark is back, and anyone that's lost a spark, like those first few seasons, she was going through a lot, living in Sonja's townhouse, not really knowing where she's going, and then being with Scott, and the whole Carol thing, and that friendship. I'm just really glad to see that Tinsley now has her own voice, and it's really fun to see her get her voice back. I really want coffee. I need to make coffee. Before we get into this, let's make some coffee. BRB. If any of you guys are wondering where I got my amazing, here, let me show you, my amazing shirt with Madonna on it, like a Virgin Mary. I got it in Paris when I was there last September. I will link below where I got it just in case anyone is curious. You can check it out. Got my coffee, I'm good to go. So while Luann was waiting for the other ladies at the next fashion show, I'm literally having a brain fart and I can't remember the designer. It's Roland, it's something Roland. I'll put it right here to let you guys know who the designer was, but they're at this show and Luann decides that while she's waiting for the other ladies to arrive, she is going to get her hair done.
My friends are late, so I might as well get my hair. It needed a little something. After the Gareth Sparrows show, I had to run home and change. I didn't have time to fix my hair. So guess what? I'm at a fashion show. I used to be a model. There are hairdressers all over the place, so why not?
Because why not? Mind you that the hairdresser was for models actually walking in the show. So I mean, Luann is a pedestrian. Why not just plop your ass down in a seat and just get your hair done? The hairstylist though did not look amused in the slightest. Also during this show, can we please talk about Ramona kicking this poor woman off of the step and repeat so Ramona can get her photograph taken by herself.
Can I do a photo with the designer? Do you mind? Oh, excuse me for a second. Well, first I'm doing it. I'm interrupted. That's who I am. I'm an interrupter. Can you take a picture of both of us though on my camera? So I can post it. Congratulations. I just want to post a picture of her and I. Do you mind?
Yeah, no, yes.
Alone? Can I do it alone?
Yes, no,
I know. I want to post my Instagram. Sorry. I don't want to share her.
and then handing this poor photographer her phone and requesting that he takes pictures of her on the phone. Like, what is this? Is she at Disney World and it's a PhotoPass photographer? Because in Disney World, that shit is okay. I don't think that that's okay to do backstage at a fashion show. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you can't do that. But she doesn't push this poor woman out of the way once. She does it twice. This poor woman is like, I can't. During this show, the pasta was also discussed. Do you guys remember the bowl of spaghetti that is in Tinsley's bed closing last week's episode? It's finally discussed. So Ramona is extremely mad at Tinsley because she got pasta sauce on the duvet cover.
I've literally had a dot of spaghetti sauce, like this big on the bed. We're not talking like these are Pratesi linens over here. I don't know. She bought them at Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, I got it. I'll buy you a whole new duvet cover.
She left open bottles, canned medicine, all in the room and didn't clean up after herself. And Ramona's extremely upset because Ramona didn't hire a house cleaner and that she expected everyone to clean up after themselves and yada, 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 yada. Okay, Ramona's like, when you leave a room, you clean it. Like, Ramona, again, I said it last week, tit for tat. Like, this is karma because you trashed Dorinda's room last season when you stayed in the fish room. Like, it's just tit for tat. Like, it's karma, you know. If you can't scoop it out, don't eat it, you know? And, you know, she just thinks it's very, you know, disrespectful. Another thing that Ramona finds a lot of things disrespectful this season, I'm coming to realize, but she also found it very disrespectful for Sonja to be on her phone texting during the show. I will give you that one, Ramona. Sonja, get off your phone. Like, show the designer some respect. She would be so upset if someone sat in the front row and just texted away during her show.
International luxury looking models. Sonja, I don't know what she's doing right now because this is totally embarrassing. Pamela Rowland is an icon. I got us all invited. We're in front row. And she should know better. I mean, she's doing a fashion show. It takes weeks, months of preparation for a 3-minute show. Can't you just put your phone away for 3 minutes?
So just, like, be mindful of what you're doing. But Sonja's in panic mode because she's hiring a bunch of interns that aren't getting paid, that don't know what the hell they're doing. If you're gonna hire free help, this is kind of what you get. Nobody knows what they're doing. So deal with it. Again, I said it. If Sonja would just hire actual professionals, you know, pay the extra money, hire an actual public relations firm to handle your show and not free interns and freelancers that God knows they don't know anything about putting together a fashion show, she wouldn't be in this issue, this problem of not having enough models and not having a team and having, you know, no one knows what they're doing. Of course Sonja's panicking, but like, then don't go to the show. Don't go to the show if you're not going to pay attention. It's just straight up rude. So after the show, we find out Ramona has an extreme obsession with oysters.
Okay, you guys, I went to dinner with Ramona. Honest to God, this is a true story. Okay, she got 2 dozen oysters. I said, can I have one? She goes, well, God, can you just get your own?
Get your own?
I said, it's disgusting. You're eating 2 dozen oysters.
I love oysters.
I'm gonna turn into a vagina.
That's a visual.
Oh yeah, the ladies all went to lunch and we find out that Ramona has an extreme obsession with oysters. And watching Ramona eat an oyster, not okay. Not okay. It's like watching her chomp on a vagina. Like, I just... And again, Sonja's still on her phone. No models, no fittings, panic mode, freaking out. She wants to go home. The other ladies want her to stay. I think she should leave. Like, you're not really contributing anything to this scene. You're sitting in a corner on your phone, trying to save the dumpster fire of a fashion show that you're attempting to create with a line that isn't even in stores, and God knows what this is. Sonja by Sonja Morgan has any, like, I just have no idea. No idea. She's falling apart. She's falling apart. And then Leah comes, and Ramona decides it's time to school Leah. Ramona is extremely mad at Leah for not coming to the Pamela Roland. Oh, Pamela Roland. It just came to me. They were all at the Pamela Roland fashion show. She just thinks it's bad manners, so rude. You were in the front row. What does that say to the designer that you can't even make the effort to come? You should have reached out, blah, 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 blah. Ramona, you know, taking any opportunity to share etiquette classes with anyone that'll listen. And we get it. We get it. But Leah didn't show up because her and her mom are no longer speaking. Well, it's kind of the opposite. Her mom isn't speaking to her because Leah's drinking again. She went 9 years without drinking, and she drank. And the first time that she drank, last week at the Hamptons. And she didn't think that it was a big deal because she was in a safe space and nothing bad happened. I mean, she did throw tiki torches, but nothing bad happened. No one got hurt, blah, 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 blah. So her mom is not speaking to her. And she told her mom this via text. And Ramona was like, you should have called. This isn't something that you send a text message, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I get it. Something that big probably shouldn't have been a text message, but you know, it is what it is. You know, she's a millennial, I'm a millennial. If I can choose to text someone over calling someone, I will in a heartbeat. Just saying. I also talk with my hands a lot, I'm realizing. I can feel them just flailing about. Whatever. And then Ramona just ordered food on her own.
Can I order a dozen clams? Right. No, oysters.
I don't really tell my mother anything, do you? No.
Do you want the 6 oysters to start?
I keep her in the dark.
I need to eat, so just bring me my oysters.
She ordered food on her own, didn't even ask the other ladies. I lied. She asked the other ladies one time if they wanted something. All while this conversation was happening.
This is symbolic. It's going to sound crazy to you guys, but my mother was very specific about not wanting me to have my hair curled today for the show.
What? No, she told me.
So we know that Leah's mom is not speaking to her, and Tinsley thought it would be the perfect time to introduce that her mom and her are having some issues right now. During the fashion show that Tinsley was in, Tinsley's mom, Dale, was upset because Tinsley had her hair curly, but Dale wanted her hair straight. It was a whole big thing. Curly hair, straight hair. God, we're solving world problems over here. Curly hair or straight hair? Comment below, curly hair or straight hair. You know, this is the $1 million question right now. And that's when Ramona decided to order her own food. She tried to get the ladies' attention. And when her food came out, the other ladies were like, wait, you ordered food without us? Why didn't you ask us? We're all hungry, we're starving.
Yes, thank you. That's all good. Did you order? I ordered oysters.
For the table or just for you?
For me. I'm hungry.
I know, but it's rude to not order for the table.
I asked you.
Believe me, you've gotten our attention before very easily.
Food and not for everybody. Can I get some bread?
Tinsley's like, I want a bread basket. And Ramona's like, I asked you guys 3 times. Once. She asked them once, barely, a half-assed, hey guys, do you want any food? And Dorinda's like, you know, you make more of an effort to get her attention any other day. Why is this different? I mean, typical Ramona. Typical Ramona. But we also find out more about Leah's clothing brand, Married to the Mob, and it's just so fascinating because Leah's actually a bigger deal than any of us even thought. Like, she was the trailblazer for streetwear, like women's wear with a menswear flair in streetwear. Like, she created that path, and it's freaking fascinating. I will say, Leah's relationship with her ex-husband is very similar to Dolores and Frank in Real Housewives of New Jersey. They're friends, but they don't live together. It's a whole thing. But it's fascinating to find that out. We also find out this episode that Dorinda is still struggling with her relationship with John. Like, they literally do their own thing. There is no communication. He doesn't even take into Dorinda's take into consideration her feelings when he goes to parties without her, and they all have like mutual acquaintances, and they're always asking, where's Dorinda? What are you doing here without Dorinda? I'm gonna find a clip of that and put it in here.
What are you doing here without Dorinda?
It's just very disrespectful. Like, she said that he's not out, like, you know, sleeping around on her. It's just like the, oh, what's the word that she said? The transparency. There's no transparency with anything. Like, he literally goes and does his own thing, and if she doesn't want to go, he still goes to parties. It's just, I told you this from literally the premiere, that they are not going to last and they're going to break up. Mark my words. Watch us get to the finale and they break up. Just saying. So then, the day of Sonja's fashion show, the flower meltdown.
Those are the flowers? What? Eucalyptus? All right, let me see what I can do. Hold on. This is really, I cannot deal aesthetically with the flowers. Fashion people are coming. We need beautiful, gorgeous flowers. Even stems would be better.
The arrangements look like they were from a grocery store. Sonja has no idea what is even going on around her. The venue is at an upstairs banquet hall. Seating isn't done. Papers are taped to the floor.
Everybody better pull their heads out of their asses and figure out what's going on. Would you put the papers down? Put them all down. I'm looking for names. I'm looking for names. Wow. People are coming now and I'm not even dressed. What are you holding these for over there?
Can I give you a look? Can I give you a look?
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Beautiful, right? Oh,
This
don't worry
is
about it.
so. I don't want you to think or ask anything. Put them all down.
Flower arrangements. Wow. There's like weird cheese platters and meat platters and veggie platters. Like, what is this? Is this like a graduation party or like a fashion show too? I was looking at the dog out the window. There's a dog on the deck. I am so easily distracted. I cannot even handle it. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, she has all these food platters. Like, what is this? Is this a graduation party or is this a fashion show to debut Sonja by Sonja Morgan again? It has debuted so many times that I can't even tell you. But it's just so crazy. And let's get into the shady moment of the episode. Sonja sent all of the ladies multiple looks to wear to her fashion show because she wanted everyone to be in Sonja by Sonja Morgan. Leah sent Sonja multiple photos of things that she would like to wear. This is what Sonja sent her.
This. Oh, thanks, Sonja. Okay, this is not my style.
Oh, it's also, I don't like, is that athleisure?
That's
I'm
not
sure it
athleisure.
is.
And this, I wouldn't call, this is not athleisure either. She's got no idea what she's talking about. She wants me, look at the dress you're wearing, okay? And look at, imagine if I showed up in a
And this was the only option?
That's all she sent me.
She did. Was this a part of the look too?
Oh, and here's part of the look too. The sunglasses, where's the crack pipe? Because who would be wearing this except someone that's high on crack? I don't know.
A fucking sweatsuit with a Madonna pimp hat. Leah only got one crackhead outfit, while the other ladies got 2 to 3 outfit choices to wear. Like, is this payback for Leah picking on the Morgan family name on last week's episode? Like, is Sonja being passive aggressive or is Sonja just being Sonja? You decide. Comment below. Sonja being Sonja or is Sonja being passive aggressive trying to send Leah a message? I don't know. Also, John showed up to the fashion show and Dorinda had no idea that he was even gonna be there. Told you, they don't communicate. It's weird. So the show literally started with no music, no lights, no one in their seat. Model just started walking out. It was extremely, extremely strange. It was the most awkward fashion show. So disorganized. Great clothes though. I'm gonna give her to her. I'm going to give her that. The clothes were freaking amazing. Like, it was ready to wear. But when is this gonna be in a store? Like, is it in stores? Is it not in stores? I'm gonna have to find out if this is in stores or not. So Leah confronted Sonja about the sweatsuit, and Sonja said that the sweatsuit 2-piece suit was in L. It's one of the signature pieces. That is your signature piece, bitch. Oh God. So Leah said that it was horrible and blah, 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 blah. And Sonja's like, I want it back. Give me the sweatsuit back. When all the other ladies got to keep their pieces. Like, Leah, you should have just kept on to it. You know, it would have made a good, like, lounge set. So, you know. Oh, and then we close the episode with Sonja putting the sweatsuit on and flaunting it around.
Leah! Supposed to look like the... You look like terrible. You look like terrible.
Not for here.
And this is why no one can ever stay mad at Sonja Morgan. Again, another great episode. We're starting to see a lot of storylines begin to flesh out, which is fun to see. Another great episode. I love my New York ladies so much. We will review another episode next week. So make sure you are, as always, subscribe to my channel, How I Feel with Kyle Steven. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit that bell notification so you know exactly when new videos are posted. Until next week, guys, I will see you later. Bye. Whoops. Bye.